CAMBA is focused on what I call the 3 H's: housing, health, and humanity. They do a great job at building housing that's sustainable and innovative. They do a great job at making sure that they focus on the health and well-being of the residents. And they do a great job at integrating those residents into the community to create these wonderful opportunities for people to live and thrive.
CAMBA Housing Ventures began 15 years ago, really building on the experience and accolades that CAMBA had done and wanting to develop housing and permanent, affordable, and supportive housing throughout New York City.
CAMBA Housing Ventures is more than just a developer. Being integrated as part of CAMBA means that supportive services are embedded in what they do. And I think they've been incredibly innovative in really creating communities when they do housing, not just units.
When we start to look at a new deal, Sharon Brown and I sit down and look at what are the populations we're serving, what are those needs, and how do we expand upon that in the new development and work that we're doing. The mother test that we employ and that we pass along to our designers is really that, would you let your mother live in this unit? Rooms that allow for people to gather. Are we creating outside community space? Are we creating hallways that have local art in them? What are we actually doing that really create that warm, inviting, and home that people can thrive and succeed in?
At HCR, we've had a long history with CAMBA Housing Ventures and have done really incredible projects together that really have focused on the nexus between health and housing.
We're working with people who have suffered trauma, who have enormous challenges in their lives, and who have, in many cases, been homeless. What CAMBA does is say to them, you matter.
I was under a lot of stress being in the shelter system. So coming to CAMBA really relaxed me.
We understand that you can't simply give somebody the key to an apartment and expect them to know what to do and to be successful. We need to provide those supportive services to be the safety net, to provide them with the tools and resources so that they can move in and transition and be stably housed independently.
Over time, CAMBA Housing Ventures has continued to utilize a multitude of different financing sources, whether it was when we started at the 9% deal at 1247, and then continuing on to develop 97 Crook, which is a transit-oriented development deal on the backside of Prospect Park, or it was the workout deal at 880 Willoughby in East Williamsburg. CAMBA Housing Ventures continues to leverage multiple different sources of financing. We're really excited, and I think one project that really shows our commitment to excellence and also our commitment to housing and healthcare was our CAMBA Gardens 1 and CAMBA Gardens 2, which is over 500 units of housing, leveraging over $170 million of development.
I think it was just really unique to put affordable supportive housing on a hospital campus, which meant that the services were embedded and the residents were supported in a way that they just wouldn't be in other developments.
Access to healthy food, to have access to lovely gardens, to be able to appreciate their environment, to have access to social services and organizations from the community. The tenants of CAMBA Gardens 1 and 2 really seeing themselves as part of the ecosystem of their neighborhood.
We work collectively from the very beginning, including the development and the design of all of the spaces, both inside and outside. It's important for us to be able to tie that to the programming, which is a living, breathing part, right? It's attached to the people, so it needs to be serving their needs as they evolve over time.
We've done new construction deals, we've done workout deals, and we've also done preservation deals. Our Staten Island Buckingham deal is a perfect example. The investment and the work that we've done at Buckingham will allow the project to stay permanently affordable and viable for many years to come.
This place looks, it's outstanding. The looks could not get better. The neighborhood looks better. Everything took a new life here.
Another project we're very excited about is our Bronx project, which is 323 units. $170 million of investment in the Bronx.
The Heart project will be built on a parcel of land that had been occupied by Interfaith Medical Center. So now the new project will not only create new housing, but there will be the build out of space for us to return there, providing primary care and mental health care.
One of the things that makes the CAMBA Housing Ventures team so special is that they bring together a unique skill set. They understand how to bring together very complex capital stacks that represent public financing, private financing, and pretty much everything in between.
I hope the legacy for CAMBA and CAMBA Housing Ventures is that we have made a dent in housing for all and services for all. I hope that we can move forward post-COVID and continue to develop that and flip the social determinants of health so that people all have a fair shot at being happy and accessing all of the things that they need in order to be stably housed.
So the legacy for CAMBA Housing Ventures in the next 15 years will be to double the amount of investment that we've done. We've done $1 billion to date, leveraging public and private resources. Let's do 2. Why not 3?
They're amazingly creative. They know their stuff and they get it done.
They tackle complicated projects. They are looking at serving some of the hardest populations to serve, whether that's mentally ill, HIV/AIDS, pulling mentally ill folks out of the homeless system into their permanent supportive housing. No task is too big for them. And I think David and the whole team at CAMBA have really done an incredible job at taking really complicated projects and bringing them all the way to the finish line.
Cheers on 15 years of just extraordinary work and commitment to the community. And we look forward to partnering with you in the future.
Congratulations to Joanne, to David, to Sharon, to all the team at CAMBA for an incredible 15 years. You have done so much for the city of New York, and all of us so appreciate it. Congratulations.
Congratulations, CAMBA, on excellent staffing, excellent housing, and just overall a good environment.
On behalf of Governor Hochul, on behalf of my whole team at HCR, and from myself, congratulations to David and Sharon and Joanne. Job well done.